Hey guys. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Alicia. And I have recently been prescribed Phentermine. So I will tell you my story and my background, and I'm just doing this because I want to document for myself, and for anybody else who might have questions about it or about anything. So I recently have been going to the doctor about the past 2 years. I feel like nonstop. I have been having issues just like with weight and like mood and just a lot of different things. So a couple years ago, I recently had gained a lot of weight rapidly. So over the course of like 2 months, around October 2021 or so, through like maybe December or so, November. So over like the course of about 2 months, I gained about 30 pounds. So about 20 to 25 pounds. And then gradually till now, it has been just going up. And I just didn't know why. So a little bit of background on me is that I regularly work out. I CrossFit, I also coach. And then, my job requires me to be fit and, healthy and all of that. And I always was. Just so when this happened, it kind of set me back a little bit. I can still do my job. I can still move around perfectly, all of that. It's just, it happened so fast and out of nowhere, and really for an unknown reason that lately I've been to doctors just trying to figure it out. I know a bit about nutrition. I had my nutrition certification for a while. But I weigh my food, I measure my food, weigh it for the most part, but I measure my food, count macros, and work out regularly. So I know that I'm not, consuming more calories than I'm burning. And, I'm pretty much doing everything right. So after about a year or so, it's coming up on about a little over a year, that I have had this weight on and have not lost anything. Still counting my macros, still working out regularly, getting more steps every single day, even doing all of that. And the weight and the scale is still steadily going up. So it's a little bit frustrating. It definitely impacts my, work and my, my life at home, just my mood, and just not in a very good spot for myself. And I haven't been for a while. So I've just been in and out of the doctor trying to figure out what it was. They can't really figure it out. They just tell me diet and exercise. I'm doing that. So they thought maybe it was the thyroid, like a hormone thing. So they did an ultrasound of my neck. Thyroid was perfect. It was fine. But then they saw something on my parathyroid, which I had no clue what that was at the time. And saw like an adenoma on it. So I had to have surgery for that. And I got diagnosed with hyperparathyroidism. So that's where my calcium levels in my blood were very high. So it wasn't sending the correct messages in my body to get everything to work correctly. So that was off. And when they told me that, I was actually kind of relieved that I'm not crazy, and it was something that my body was just not acting right. And I know what to do to fix it, and I can just be healthy again. So I was super excited to get the surgery done. My surgery was October 3rd, 2022. So it's this pretty little scar here. Went great. So now it's been about a little over 4 months or so. It's now February 14th today, 2023. The weight is still there and it was still kind of ticking up. So at this point, I was still just kind of going with it. Maybe it just, takes a while to get into effect. I wasn't sure. So then, after a while, time goes on and I'm just trying to think of what else it could be. I actually have gone to like holistic doctors. I've gone to my PCP. I've gone to like a clinic that we go through for my work. And they actually there had told me that it could be like something with my ovaries. And then I need ultrasound on that. So then I went to go see my OBGYN. I got everything done there. She took, deeper panels of my blood work. She said, I'm good. Everything is fine. Nothing is wrong. So it's not that. Really, it's not a hormone thing. I just feel like I'm putting in all this work. I'm doing everything that I can to get healthier, lose weight, get this, 30 pounds off that came out of nowhere and just be healthy again, be in a good spot and be happy. But, after doing all this and absolutely nothing's working and it's actually going the opposite direction, you feel a little frustrated, you feel a little discouraged, almost like you want to give up. But I don't want to accept that this is it for me, that this is what I have to be now. I don't want to accept that for myself. I want to be healthy again. I want to be where I was before, what I worked so hard for. I just want to be there again. I just want to be happy. And I am not happy in my skin right now. I don't like taking pictures. I don't like being videos, looking in the mirror even. It just sucks. I went back to my primary care provider and I was just like telling him everything. And I'm like, so, hey, I am doing all of this. I'm doing everything right. I am recording what I'm eating every day. I know how many calories I'm eating, my macros. I'm working out 2 times a day sometimes. In the morning when I get off shift, and then at night, at CrossFit. So I do a lot of activity. Definitely not where I should be gaining weight daily or weekly. So I decided to go in and kind of tell him what was going on still and just if he had any suggestion for me. I didn't have any expectations. I didn't know what he was going to say. I didn't even know what I wanted him to say. I just needed to, talk to someone about it. I don't know what else to do. So he told me it could be the parathyroid still trying to take effect. It could still be that. It could be the birth control, which I have got off of a couple months ago. And I really had no change in my body besides menstruating again. Of course, because being on it did stop me from having a period for a couple years, which we tested for all of that, and all of that, my body was fine. So he told me to just keep doing what I'm doing. And at that point, I really wanted to just cry because I have been doing that for about 1.5 years and the scale is only going up. So something is off, right? So you'd think. So he told me just keep doing what I'm doing, and that he is going to prescribe me something to help my metabolism and to speed it up a little bit, maybe get it where it's supposed to be and help me along. So he prescribed me Adipex, I believe it was called, which is Phentermine. That was on February 8th. I went to go see him. February 9th, I started the Phentermine. I'm taking 1 dose once a day, right when I wake up in the morning, which is 37.5 milligrams. After he prescribed this, I did all of the Googling, all of the YouTubing, everything that I could do to get tips on this and figuring out what I need to do to make this work the best that it can, and just to get my body healthy again, what to do, what not to do, what to eat, what not to eat. So what it does is it tells you that your body is not hungry It doesn't make you crave things, which I never really craved anything anyway. But it makes you not hungry, which can be a bad thing too, because you can easily go all day without eating anything and you will be completely fine. You definitely want to still eat. So it helps speed your metabolism along is what it's doing. I take it around 6 or 7 in the morning when I wake up. I felt very, like, it gives you so much energy. So if you have any kind of heart condition or like anxiety or anything like that, you probably don't want to be taking this, because it almost makes you feel like that. It makes you feel a little jittery a little bit. And just like your heart is beating faster, and you might have some tightness in the chest. I didn't, but I know some other people did. So you just kind of have to be careful with that. But for me, I felt just super energized when I took it. I felt like I was ready to go, ready to, bring on the day and just get things done. So you have dry mouth like no other all day long, like from the moment you swallow the pill. So like right now my lips are dry, my tongue is dry, my mouth is dry. You're drinking water 24/7, and definitely drink water with this. Don't just not drink any water, because you're not used to drinking all that water. Like, drink your water. I have not had any bloating or constipation or diarrhea or anything like that. That has been normal for me. I do try to work out in the mornings when I'm off shift, because you have all the energy, and then you still feel it all day. Like for me, the fast heartbeat, I felt it right in the morning, like when I took it for about an hour to 3 hours. Felt the fast heart rate, the jitteriness a little bit, for a couple of hours. And then it kind of, I either got used to it for the rest of the day or just kind of like wasn't as bad. So today is day 7 of taking Phentermine. The first 2 nights for me, I never had insomnia really. With my job, I am a career firefighter. So, we wake up in the middle of the night. So, I almost never sleep through the night. And even if I am at home or I don't need to get up in the middle of the night for like a call or anything, I still am waking up in the middle of the night. Being on this, when I do wake up in the middle of the night, it is so hard to go back to sleep. I am wide awake. The first night I took it, I actually laid down and my body felt tired. But I don't think like my mind was awake, or one or the other. So I went to go close my eyes and go to sleep. And when I shut my eyes, it was like my eyeballs were like going back and forth really fast. Like they wanted to be awake. They wanted to focus on something. So that night was really hard to fall asleep. And when I finally did, I woke up around 3:30 in the morning and then was up until about 5:15. And I think I finally fell asleep and then had to be up at like 5:45 for work. So that night was a little bit rough. And then the second night, it was still like that. But then every other night since then, so about, 5 other nights, it was fine. That's why I suggest to work out, definitely, just to kind of like put that energy somewhere. And it helps. Let's see. So the dry mouth, a little bit of insomnia. It makes you not hungry, so you can go all day without eating. But definitely eat your lean proteins. You will feel a lot better. I did get a migraine one of the days, but that is one of the first days I took it, and it made me like not even think about food. When I was thinking about food, it just sounded so unappealing to me. I did not want to eat, no matter what it was. It just sounded like, ew, like I don't want to eat food. Which is not a good thing. You don't want to starve yourself, so that when you're off of this eventually, you're not, setting yourself up for failure where you're going to gain all of the weight back and you just want to create during this time when you're not really that hungry, it's perfect to start. You almost have to force yourself to eat, like set a timer to eat, or just have meals prepped so that, you know, you are still eating even though you really don't want to. But once you start to eat, like, it tastes good. So like once you start eating, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, like I am hungry. Like your body, well, your stomach will be growling like you're hungry, but you don't want to eat. Like, it's weird. It's really weird to me. So every day in the morning, I have a protein shake and like an apple and a banana or something. For lunch, I'll have some type of lean meat, like chicken or steak or something, and then more fruit. And then since you're not hungry, it might seem like a little bit of food, but you are full and you feel good. And just try to stick with those clean foods, those fruits and vegetables and lean proteins and healthy fats. So definitely still eat. You might have to like force yourself to do it, but it's still like, you'll feel so much better. So one thing that I did see after doing a lot of Googling, which kind of is a hard thing for me to get used to, is when you are on Phentermine, you don't want to drink or consume any energy type drinks, sugary drinks, like caffeine, just because it is a stimulant as well. So it almost counteracts the Phentermine. So when you are drinking, like say you drink an energy drink, while being on Phentermine, it is going to make Phentermine not last as long in your body. So it almost like takes its place maybe. But yeah, it definitely counteracts with it. So don't, like, not drinking energy drinks on it. It's kind of hard for me because when I am going to the gym, I'm normally like used to like picking up an energy drink and just drinking one on the way there. Even though I don't think it really does anything for me anyway. It's almost like a habit. So not doing that anymore. And you really don't need it just because this Phentermine gives you so much energy. Definitely stick to, you know, the right foods, you know, less trans fat in foods, you know, added sugars, try to stay away from those. So you just want to eat like you will when you're off of this and your brain isn't telling you that you're always full or that you're not hungry. Because when you're off of this, you're going to be hungry again, right? You're going to be like you normally are. So you just want to create good habits for when you are off, that you aren't just going straight to like binge eating again because you starved yourself this whole time and you lost all this weight from starving yourself. But now, you know, you're hungry again because you don't have something telling your brain you're full and you're just going to binge eat. So just the biggest thing that I think you should do on here is just continue to eat or start to eat right and clean, and at least 3 times a day, right? A healthy protein or a lean protein, healthy carbs, healthy fat. Just keep it consistent and like your body will thank you. So this is my 1 week mark, 7 days today. It's February 14th, 2023. I will try to put some pictures up here. I don't really know how to do that, but I'll try to figure it out. So on February 8th, I weighed 195. So 195 pounds. I've been like 165 for like most of my adult life. I am 29. You know, before working out, after working out, I was still 165, but my body composition was completely different, which was good. And then just this 30 pounds came out of nowhere. Now I'm 195. And then as of yesterday, I weighed myself yesterday morning. I'm weighing myself every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Trying not to do it every day, even though I want to. So when I did weigh myself at the 5th day, I was 189.4, which is amazing because no matter how hard I tried and everything that I did for the past year and a half, the scale was going up and now it's finally going down a little bit, which is great. It gives me hope. And yeah, I'm excited to see what this does. And I'm not taking this pill and just laying on the couch and doing nothing and thinking I can eat whatever I want and do whatever I want. And this is just going to be like magic, because it's not. You still need to do the work, and this is just helping my metabolism speed up how it's supposed to be. Yeah, so about 5.5 pounds down in 5 days, which is amazing. That's insane to me. I'm just hoping that this continues to work and I see some good results. Yeah, we'll see. So I'm gonna try to do another update in maybe another week, so at the 2-week mark, and then at like the month, and then so on. So yeah, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much and I got everything out there that I needed to say. I probably forgot some stuff, but if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Thanks.